side and going to throw down the left sideline. Pass was too long for Kerstetter, and it's going to be 3rd and 10.
That wasn't just he threw it a little bit over his head.
So the Pioneers continue to bring pressure.
Yes.
So now it sets up a 3rd and 10.
Causing Seymour to have to get rid of the football much sooner than he wants to, and
Checking out for the Pioneers is Sebastian Rhodes.
that pass is going to fall incomplete.
Kind of a designed rollout for him as he sprints out to the left. But you're right, he did have to throw it before he had two Pio defenders hot on his heels.
Seymour takes the snap, draws back, straight back, and this time it's going to be too short for the intended receiver, Jude Ordwin, on the far sideline, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
They do have a punter, number 50. That's Badger Hargett. The problem is Hargett can't seem to get a
4th and 10 for the Bluegators. Hargett
Probably stand at 17 yards.
comes on to punt.
Because both of them have just been out of
10-18 to go, first half. Bluegators trailing 23-0 and going to have to give the football up once again.
better snap this time. Hargett will get his foot into
Good
it.
snap, Hargett. Good punt.
And it'll tail out of bounds.
It's going to roll out of bounds on the far sideline
See where they mark it out.
at
Actually,
the
it goes a little further. Wow. it's
Notre
only
Dame
5
40.
yards, 7 maybe at the most. So
Let's see where they mark it.
Pioneers are on the Blue Gators side of the field. 23-0.
I wonder if the center has been thinking all along, I'm not letting him kick.
And they're going to mark it inside Gator territory at the 45. So great field position for the Pioneers
Y'all are sitting in who win?
No.
to start this possession
Now it's good snap it up.
as they lead 23-0.
The snap issues over the first two. And he took
Sayon under center.
in the end zone on the second.
One running back.
Stretch it
Fakes
out.
the handoff.
Take the handoff.
Nice pressure, and he's going to be sacked.
Behind will be brought down. First defensive pressure on the night.
Trying to get the numbers there.
Something all year you haven't seen very much
Maybe
of.
Carson Ronson on
is,
the blitz.
is the fearsome fivesome that's up.
Carson Ronson it with the sack.
Kane Grove might have been back there.
Now that play took a second.
Loss of 3 on the play back to the
Parker had to move in the
48-yard line.
collapse very quickly. So good job by the Blue Gator defense to bring Parker Sayon down for a loss.
So a loss of 2, 2nd and 12. Ball at
Got you a little
Gator
view there,
47.
Bob.
Split
Yeah, I
receivers,
tell you, it's
backs
getting
it
tough.
up. Sayon under center, man in motion, making 2 receivers.
Sayon.
On the delay.
Hands.
Little draw, yeah, great
To
play.
Thibodeau on the draw play. Thibodeau with nice running room.
Works his way
Going to get all the way down to the 32. A gain of 16.
First and 10 for the Pioneers.
Yeah, you go from 2nd and 12 to 1st and 10. Nice job there by the
A first down
receiver that was out here on this side. That,
for the Pioneers
man,
at the Blue Gator 32-yard line.
An old school play right there by Coach Cook. Nowadays, you hear the zone read or the quarterback puts it in his belly and he kind of reads the defense. That time, looked like he was going to throw it, slips it to the running back.
I want to say it was a layup.
Coach Louis Cook dialing one up right there. The legend.
Blocking on that on this side.
Sayon under center.
Hand it
Gives
off
to
Seaman on the
Thibodeau,
play.
who's hitting the backfield.
Seaman's gonna
Breaks a
try to
couple of
get around,
tackles, but going to
that
go
defense
down.
finally
DiMaggio
catches
got
So a
up.
nice
Brought down
loss.
by Andre Domingue.
Nice play there by
That'll be a loss
DiMaggio.
that time. Let's see what they mark.
Back to the 40-yard line, a loss of 8.
Ran into Matt Remondale on the right side, so he decides to go left. Had some running room out there, but DiMaggio, the shoestring tackle. Great play by the senior.
From the 40.
Homecoming king.
8:23
Second
to
and
go in this
18.
first half. Pioneers up 23-0.
Clock running with 8:15 to go in the first half.
Sayon in the shotgun. 2 receivers near side. Yuha's far side.
Sayon throws to the right, complete to Thibodeau.
That's a wall in front.
Thibodeau with some running room, going to get back down to the 32 where he gains the 8 yards that he lost on the previous play on the pass from Sayon.
7:50 to go.
Trey Maury brings him down. Nice downfield blocking. The Blue Gators get off their blocks, make a tackle.
3rd and 10. Football is at the Blue Gator 32. Be a big stop for the Blue Gators. They can keep the Pioneers out the end zone here.
Split receivers. Now Thibodeau will come out. 2 receivers to the near side.
And now we're going to have a timeout called by Notre Dame. I want to thank Mike Remenday at Johnson and Remenday. They know the law, they know what it takes to succeed, and they offer the knowledge, experience, and integrity required to provide their clients with solid and proven cost-effective legal services. After all, they stake their reputation on it every single day. Johnson and Remenday, located at 200 West Congress, Suite 1100 in Lafayette. Give Mike Remenday a call at 337-237-4370. Also want to thank our longtime sponsors, C&G Boats and Linear Controls, who've been helping us bring Bluegate football to you for the past 8 years. Sponsors of our broadcast from day one. So thanks to C&G Boats and Linear Controls. As the two teams come back to play here with 7:26 to go on the Technology scoreboard. Pioneers 23, Blue Gators 0.
Third down and 10 for the Pioneers.
The winner of tonight's game will take on the winner of the St. Charles Dunham game being played at St. Charles tonight. That'll be in the semifinals next Friday night. Sayon's pass is knocked away and intercepted.
Is that Remenday?
That's Remenday.
Yes, it is. Huge
Matt
play.
Remenday goes up and tips the ball away
Wow, what a play.
and then intercepts it. So the Blue Gators come up with a stop, and they'll have the football at their own 38-yard line to try to get a score before halftime here to cut that Pioneer lead.
There's the defensive stop we needed right there. Senior Matt Remenday has had an outstanding year, mostly on the defensive side, but he's actually caught a touchdown or two, I think, from his tight end position. So the senior makes a huge play. Offense gets it back.
Pistol formation, 1st and 10 for the Blue Gators at their own 30.
Seymour
Oh, my goodness.
fakes the handoff and then has nowhere to go. He's going to be dropped for a loss of 7.
I think he wanted to give it to Cahey, and Cahey might have gone to the right, and he put it to the left. Little miscommunication there for the Blue Gators.
2nd and 16, actually 7. 2nd and 17.
Here comes Matt Remenday in at tight end as Overton heads to the sideline.
2nd and 17.
Pray that Duracell holds
Little miscommunication between Seymour and Cahey there.
82 batteries next week. Two receivers.
Cahey going to line up to Seymour's right. Now Cahey goes into motion. Screen, middle screen, complete to Remenday, and he's going to be stopped after a gain of just 1. Boy, a nice defensive play there by Lance Castile. 1 yard gain on the play.
Winner of this one gets the winner of St. Charles in the
Clock running, 6:10 to go, second quarter. On the Technology scoreboard, Blue Gators trail 23-0 here in this quarterfinal matchup against the Notre Dame Pioneers.
Showed me on his watch. Those TV people make way too much money.
Empty backfield.
the passes.
As Edmond goes in motion. Seymour going to keep, got some nice running room. Actually, that's Blaze Blanchard.
Yep. Oh, late flag. Late flag.
Late flag comes in.
White hat through it.
Flag thrown well behind the play.
So that usually means a block in the back or a hold.
Maybe holding or possibly a block in the back.
Like push him back.
And it is a holding penalty.
Well, because I'm standing 2 feet from you.
Well, that's besides the point. All right, good luck.
Nice run there by Blaze Blanchard.
Top be with you.
Blue Gators used Blanchard on offense kind of the same way the Saints used Taysom Hill.
Steps in the stadium. You're
The right-handed Taysom Hill.
They are like the super.
Taysom's right-handed, Blanchard's left-handed. We got that straight.
Far side shot.
Yes, sir.
I kind of knew you were going to bring that up. Seymour on the keep, and he's going to be dropped for a loss by Lance Castile.
Option looks. Fakes the pitch, and Castile right in his face as he turned to go upfield. Blue Gators will
Loss
punt it away.
of 2 on the play.
And that means that comes out Hargett again to punt.
And it'll be 4th and 20.
The center or Hargett.
As Hargett comes back on to punt.
Back to receive Lamb and Smith at about their own 45. Snap. Hargett will put his foot in the ball and he'll bring kick. Better kick
Nice,
this time.
nice
Fair
punt.
catch by
Fair
Smith at
catch
about
call
the
by
45.
Blake Smith
So it'll be
and
first
made
10 for the Pioneers with 4:56 to go in the half.
at the Pioneer 40-yard line. So with 4:56 to go, the Pioneers are going to have an opportunity here to put some more points on the board. Blue Gators going to defense try to keep the score here at 23-0.
Rebels up 9-7 over the Cavaliers of
Last two snaps by Barrett Abear got it straightened out. 2 good snaps and 2 pretty good punts by Hargett.
Sayong,
Makes the handoff.
fake handoff to Thibodeau. Pass down the middle of the field. Just a little bit too long for the intended receiver, Luke Uhas, at about the 20-yard line, and that pass is going to fall incomplete. Had a couple of steps on the defender, and the pass was just a little bit too long. Uhas, a good-looking junior receiver who leads the Pioneers in receiving this year, came into the game with 22 catches for 498 yards, 7 touchdowns.
Yeah, he had a step on Wyatt Fox, but Wyatt stayed with him, throw just a little bit too long. Hit a quick screen out to the right.
Thibodeau with the reception, going to get to the 43. So they'll mark it at the 44, so a gain of 4 on the play.
Cormier DiMaggio coming over to make that tackle.
DiMaggio on the play defensively.
I'm starting to get some scores.
That kid's been fun to watch, man, I tell
Looks
you.
like right now, Katie
Pound for pound, as tough as
14-0 over
you're going to
ECC.
find a high school football player.
Snap called by Sayon, third and long here. Gonna throw it
Sayo,
to Uhas. He was
complete to
middle
Johas.
of the field. Third
Nice
down.
gain there.
Gets
As
up
they're going to get a first down and get it all the way down to the 32-yard line inside Blue Gator territory.
24 to Fizo's first and 10 for the Pioneers.
He is open. That's kind of child's play. I mean, he
24-yard gain on the play.
so good in that position. There was a nice throw from Sayon. Good spot in the field. Made a man miss. And guy kind of recovered, made a nice tackle to stop him from getting even more yards.
Eunice on top of Bell Chase, 7-0 right now in the second round. Handoff's going to go straight ahead to the running back. Not much doing there, but still we'll get a little bit of positive.
Thibodeau carries.
Karen Crow on top of DeRitter, 21-0.
Flag on the field.
I think we've got a flag on the play here.
Down at about the 30. And it's going to be face mask against the
Looks like it may be a face mask against the Blue Gators.
Let's see what else we've got here.
They're only marking off.
Newman
Let's
and
see, they're
Catholic
marking
are
off
divided
5
here
yards on the
9-7.
play.
Wow. See, Catholic guys,
So it'll be 2nd and 4.
some of the scores over the last 8 to 10 years or so. Catholic High has matched up with Newman often, and they've given them all they can.
2nd and 4. Football is at the 26.
Handoff's going to come near side to
Thibodeau carries to the right side.
running room. Gets to about
Blue Gators do a good job of kind of stringing that play out.
Remenday.
Remedy comes over and makes the play
yard shy of that first down. Sets up a third and short.
at the 25 for a gain of 1. Unofficially, Dominic Thibodeau with 10 carries for 71 yards.
They might.
Football at the 25,
Tonight.
3rd and 3.
Under 3 minutes to play here in the half. Clock running.
Could be like a country day game where it was literally a day game. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, because they had no lights. Handoff's going to go straight
Sayon
ahead
to
to
center.
Menard. Menard's going to have enough for a Fizo's
Hands
first
to
and 10.
Menard.
He'll get the encore help and rehab red zone.
Menard going to get to the 20. Gain of 5. That's enough for a first down.
Kane Bro wraps him up.
Blue Gators just continue to
Building score updates. It's Newman and Catholic High knotted at 7.
Newman and Catholic High tied at 7. Second quarter score.
It's an echo in here. And the echo sounds an awful lot like Bobby
Catholic High, the 8 seed, Newman the 1 seed in Division 3. Sayon hands to Thibodeau. Thibodeau's got nice running room on the left side, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Another Notre Dame first down as the Pioneers look to add another score here before halftime.
First down and goal, Notre Dame.
So first and goal for the Pioneers.
First and goal from the 6. Sayon the center in the I formation. Turns and hands to Thibodeau. Thibodeau, short gain.
No, not at all.
Falls forward for a gain of 1.
If he got a short gain, maybe a half a yard on that one.
Good job by that Gator defensive line there. Got a little penetration.
Yeah, from the 6. Yeah, the other 5.
This guy
And stopped Thibodeau for the short gain.
6.
It'll be second and goal from the 5.
Where the G was back.
A minute 35 to go. First half.
The most crooked sideline in this stadium in years past.
Thibodeau, left side, going to be dropped for a
Nice
loss.
job by that Blue Gators defense.
Once again, a nice job by the Blue Gator defensive line there.
Was in the backfield.
Drops Thibodeau for a loss of 4.
Up a third down.
Back to the 9-yard line.
1:12 to go in this first half.
Winning the battle this possession, Maxie Baudouin, along with, I think that's Kane Bro. Hayden Cormier coming in from the linebacker spot, I think, to help with that tackle.
Updates here.
Blue Gators can keep the Pioneers out of the end zone here, give them a little something positive to build on at halftime. Sayon fat fakes, he's hitting the backfield, and now he's going to run and going to get back just to the line of scrimmage.
No gain. St. Charles on
Once again,
14-0.
Blue Gators with nice pressure there on Sayon.
Down to about 3 seconds. Call a timeout.
Matt Remonday on that left side in the backfield as he turns to throw. He's in his face, couldn't bring him down. But the Blue Gator defense holds here. The clock running 25 seconds. And now we have a timeout.
Now we've got a timeout.
26 seconds to go and a 4th down.
We'll see if the Pioneers will go for it here or attempt a field goal. I want to thank Quest Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontics, conveniently located near River Ranch at 210 Boyer Drive in Lafayette, accepting new patients of all ages, including adults, for orthodontic treatment. Before and after school appointments available, visit their website at www.questdds.com. Go to Quest Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontics and be a part of their family of smiles. Also want to thank the Ascension Episcopal Booster Club for helping us with our broadcasts each and every week. The Ascension Episcopal Booster Club is a proud sponsor of our broadcasts, and they've been also with us from the very beginning 8 years ago.
Gardner Memorial Stadium, 4th down and 9 here for the Pioneers.
Another score from Louisiana High School football: De La Salle 14, Turlings 10.
So now it'll be Smith and Uhans to the far side. You got Baxton and Sayon under center.
4th and goal. The football is at the 9.
Fakes the handoff.
Fake
Sayon back to pass
by
it.
Sayon,
Out there, and it's
pass
gonna
into the end zone, complete to the tight end. Joseph Brown.
When I saw the pass,
Joseph Brown with the reception in the end zone, the tight end on the 9-yard pass.
Perfect pass. Well, I got a lot of interference now. All of a sudden, distortion. I don't know what's going on, but
how about now?
better.
Okay.
That was a beautiful pass from Parker. Great route by Joe Brown. Got his body in the right position. Had his hands out front. Couldn't draw it up any better than that.
Snap, hold down, kick is up.
Blocked it.
And
Point
it is
blocked.
this time. 21 seconds.
It
Yeah,
looked
was
like
Pioneers up.
Cole Edmond.
11, yep.
29-0 on the Pioneer Radio Network.
Rain Building and Loan, your hometown mortgage specialist, offering financing options.
So with 21 seconds to go here before halftime,
IRAs and
Notre Dame 29, Ascension Episcopal 0. We're going to have the Neighbors Pharmacy halftime report coming up here momentarily, where we'll go over some first half stats, some score and the scoring plays, and we'll see if Coach Eric has some of the events coming up at Ascension Episcopal in the next week or so. And
Yep.
if we've got some time left over, we may even visit with my good friend Tom Brown, who's here tonight covering the game for the newspaper here in Crowley. As Simon tees it up, he's going to kick it back off to the Bluegaters. Notre Dame will get the football to start the second half.
Simon's got it teed up. End over end kick.
Simon's kick
Right down the middle of the field.
going to be taken at the 8-yard line by Edmond.
15-20.
Nice return up the middle. Edmond still on his feet at the 50, the 40.
2 flags.
He's going to be taken down at the 30. We've got a couple of flags down at about the 39-yard line. This one may be coming back.
All right.
Nothing like a couple offensive players making the tackle of the game.
Cole Edmond showing his speed there on that return.
It's coming back.
As Uhas was able to run him down
There it is.
all the way down at about the 25-yard line, but looks like this one's going to be coming
It
back.
happened. It was not a flag behind the play. It happened as it was happening. So all of that running and that extra tackle there at the end was for naught.
All right. What we have right now, other scores: John Curtis over Scotlandville, 20-0. Church Point 6-0.
They're going to bring it back and mark the football at the 29-yard line. That's where the Blue Gators will have it first and 10.
10 in the second quarter.
Louisiana Raging Cajuns 0.
So we have a score. I just heard half a score.
I missed it.
I think I just heard the PA announcer say that the
NCAA
Cajuns trail App State 6-0.
7-0 right now. App State on top with 6:50 in the first.
I just recognizing the PA announcer down there, Katie Parish Assessor.
It's a mountain. Timeout's going to be called by Ascension Episcopal with 8 seconds to go, and we'll take it along with it with the Pioneers up 29-0.
Timeout, Blue Gators.
At Tobacco Plus stores in South
8 seconds to go
Shop right in a Tobacco Plus location near you.
as we get ready for the Neighbors Pharmacy halftime report on the Techno Technology scoreboard. The Blue Gators trail by the score of 29-0.
Planet Nutrition. See Don with all your high performance supplements, healthy, high protein food and snacks.
Blue Gators got off to a really good start. They received the opening kickoff, and first 2 offensive plays were complete passes, and then they bogged down in the bad snap, and it's kind of been downhill ever since.
Louisiana's leading wholesaler since 1908.
Back at Gardner Memorial Stadium, 8 seconds to go. Shotgun here for the Blue Gators. Snap.
Seymour back to pass, throws to the right side, and
It's actually a hook and
a little hook and lateral play as the pass was complete to Jude Ardoin, and he flipped it. Was that Edmond he flipped it
Yeah,
to?
but his knees were on the ground when he caught. He had to go low to catch the pass. They said his knees were on the ground when he caught the pass, so he was down. So the lateral
So
didn't count.
it'll be about a 9-yard gain.
catch up with head coach Louis Cook. Get his thoughts on the first half with the Supreme Rice sideline mic and the Pioneers up 29-0. I think everybody's kind of confused. Is there a second left? Is there not a second left? Anj, you might be on the field for an extra.
I think that play is going to take us to the half,
He said halftime.
I'll take the horn off.
unless the Blue Gators were able to call a timeout there with 1 second left on the clock. They're saying they're going to
That's right.
put 1 second on the clock.
They're going to say timeout called by the Blue Gators. We'll take a timeout along with it here. 1 play left in the first half. Actually, we'll stay because they just broke huddle.
Statue of Liberty.
Maybe.
So the Blue Gators got
Boise State.
time for one more play. As they put 1 second back on the clock, it'll be 2nd and 1,
Shotgun for Seymour.
and the football is at the Blue Gator 38.
Snap.
Cole Simon takes the snap, throws to the right side to
It's going to throw it down the
Kerstetter.
field.
Illegally.
Yeah.
So that's over.
Pass was complete, and then
They'll let him use
Kerstetter
it.
threw it to the other side of the field.
Flag on the play. Yep. Flag at the 43-yard line.
I'll tell you, Coach Cook was
Which was an illegal forward pass by Kerstetter.
Your score, Notre Dame Pioneers 29.
So the Pioneers will win the first half of up 29-0.
Halftime score, Notre Dame 29 and the Ascension Episcopal Bluegators 0. As we come to the Neighbors Pharmacy halftime report at Neighbors Pharmacy. They offer complimentary delivery to your home or office and have a convenient drive-through. Neighbors Pharmacy offers the convenience of medication synchronization, where you can pick up your medications once a month rather than having to make several visits during the month. Neighbors Pharmacy also offers compounded medications. Browse their boutique-style gift shop, which is gifts for all ages with free gift wrapping. Neighbors Pharmacy, you'll be glad they are your neighbors. They're located at 6770 Johnston Street in Lafayette, and you can call them at 337-706-7706. Coach, looks like we're going to have an extended halftime tonight. So yes, Notre Dame is going to honor some of their senior support staff members as we come to halftime at the Neighbors Pharmacy halftime report with the Bluegators trailing by the score of 29-0. Notre Dame got the scoring started early in the first quarter on a 1-yard run by the quarterback Parker Sayan, and the extra point kick by Lucas Simon was good, and the Pioneers led 7-0, and then a little bit later in the first quarter they scored on another 1-yard run, this time by Dominic Thibodeau. The kick once again by Simon Good, and the Bluegators trail 14-0, and then the third score of the first quarter was on a safety, on a bad snap, on a punt that the Notre Dame was able to come up on a safety, and at the end of the first quarter, the Pioneers led by the score of 16-0. In the second quarter, the quarterback, Parker Sayan, scored on a 6-yard run. The extra point by Simon Good, and the Pioneers led 23-0, and then a 9-yard pass from Sayon to the tight end Joseph Brown with about 8 seconds to go in the first half, and the Pioneers take a 29-0 lead into halftime here in the quarterfinals of Division III. And once again, I mentioned earlier that the winner of this game will take on the winner of the St. Charles and Dunham game. We've got some scores, some more scores from Division III. In the second quarter, LCA and Episcopal tied at 7, as LCA, the number 5 seed, had to go on the road tonight to face Episcopal, the number 4 seed. Catholic High and Newman at halftime tied at 7. Catholic High, the 8th seed, and Newman, the number 1 seed in Division III. And then in the second quarter, St. Charles, the number 2 seed, leads Dunham, the number 10 seed, by the score of 14-0. Some first half stats to go over. Princeton's Cahey for the Bluegators had 4 carries for 10 yards. Blaze Blanchard, 1 carry, no yards. Badger Hargett and Cole Edmond also each had a carry. In the passing department, Cole Simon was 8 of 17 for 94 yards. His longest completion was a 37-yard completion to Austin Mills. In the receiving department, Austin Mills had 3 catches for 36 yards. Kerstetter, 2 catches for 13. Matt Remonday, 2 catches for 8 yards. And Blaze Blanchard had 1 catch for 37 yards. Badger had 2 punts, average of 18 yards, and kick returns. Cole Edmond had 4 returns for a total of 91 yards. The long was a 37-yard return by Cole Edmond. For the Notre Dame Pioneers, Dominic Thibodeau led the way with 10 carries, 74 yards. Ethan Menard had 2 carries for 20 yards. Parker Sayall had 5 carries for 17 yards. Lucas Seymour, 4 carries for 20 yards. Sayall was 7 for 12, passing with one interception and 1 touchdown, and he had 85 yards passing. His long pass was a 24-yard reception to Luke Uhas. Uhas had 3 catches for 47 yards. Dominic Thibodeau had 2 catches for 12 yards. Ethan Menard, 1 catch for 16 yards. Joseph Brown, 1 catch for 10 yards. Notre Dame did not punt in the first half. They had 2 returns for 37 yards. And that's the first half stats and first downs. Notre Dame had 11 first downs. Blue Gators 4. Blue Gators had 9 rushes for 0 yards, and Notre Dame 22 rushes for 119 yards. Blue Gators had 94 yards passing. Notre Dame 85 yards passing. The Blue Gators ran 26 offensive plays in the first half. Notre Dame 34 offensive plays. Time of possession, the Blue Gators had the football for 10 minutes and 28 seconds. Notre Dame had it for 13 minutes and 32 seconds. Third down conversions, Blue Gators were 2 of 7, and Notre Dame was 3 of 5. Red zone scores, the Notre Dame got into the red zone 4 times and scored on all 4 possessions. So there's your first half stats, as once again on the Technology scoreboard, the Ascension Episcopal Blue Gators trail the Notre Dame Pioneers 29-0. And I'm going to turn it over to Coach Eric here for a few minutes, and then you can go over some of the upcoming events over at Ascension Episcopal and in the other sports.
Yes, indeed, Bob. We did finish up our fall sports, other than football, obviously, but our swim team went up to Shreveport, and our girls ended up state champions this year for the second time in school history and the second time in 3 years that Coach Colleen Barczyk has led our girls swimmers to the state championship. Our boys finished 3rd. Volleyball team had another great season. Coach Jill and the girls wound up making it all the way to the semifinals, actually beating Parkview, the number 1 seed, in the quarters at the state tournament. So another outstanding season for volleyball, and then cross country had a very good showing. Coach Kayla Faber, Coach Jason Guidry doing another outstanding job with our boys and girls cross country teams this year. Our winter sports have started. Boys and girls soccer has already played. Well, the boys hadn't played. There's too many football players to play, but they were supposed to play and got rained out. Our girls soccer team already has 3 wins on the season, playing in the very competitive and great Copa tournament on the north side at Moore Park this weekend, and actually won yesterday and today in that tournament. They'll play again tomorrow. And then basketball season has started. Coach Alyssa Cradair and the girls basketball team with a couple of wins already this year. They're going to play a couple of JV games tomorrow. Boys basketball is 1-2 on the season. Had a nice win earlier this week over Berwick, and 2 losses on the year so far to ESA and also to Coach Pilet over at ERAF. And we're actually going to go play Highland Baptist tomorrow. So that is the schedule for the weekend. Next week, our girls soccer team will take on Southside on Monday. Boys soccer will head to ERAF on Tuesday. Boys and girls basketball will head up to take on Coach J.P. Bouillon and Sacred Heart of Ville Platte on the road on Wednesday. Girls basketball will play False River next Friday. And our powerlifting team, once football gets finished up, powerlifting Coach Matt, Coach Stephen Herron, Coach Whittington will get our powerlifters, our 3rd winter sport. We'll get those guys, boys and girls, going. We really don't participate until regional rolls around in a couple of months. So that's our other winter sport that's about to get cranked up here, along with soccer and basketball. So That's what's going on at Ascension. Back to the voice of the Gators.
Thank you, Coach Eric. We've got about 10 minutes to go here, and we're going to pass. We'll see if Tom Brown will visit with us for a little bit.
Good luck for the mayor, Tim Monson, the city council, and the entire city of Crowley. The Crawfish Nest and Market at 805 West 2nd Street in Crowley.
See if your audio is on.
With a convenience store.
See if your audio is on.
Good luck from Don Schindler and Schindler Corley Motors in Crowley, who want your business. Their experienced, well-trained staff will make you the best.
Okay, we're going to bring my good friend in, Tom Brown,
Schindler Corley
who's here working the game tonight for the Crowley newspaper. Tom, been covering the Notre Dame Pioneers for probably more years than you want to remember, but doing a lot of radio and a lot of newspaper work for the Notre Dame Pioneers over the years. I know Notre Dame with a great tradition with Coach Louis Cook here, and they certainly know how to win. They've won 6 state championships and state runner-ups for 7 years. So just talk a little bit about the Notre Dame program, Tom, and you know what you've seen over the years and about how this program is run and why they've been so successful.
Well, you know, Coach's idea of successful football is to control the ball and score on your And, you know, he's going to run through the style of run. You know, he's got some scoring in the past, and how to throw the ball. He's got all this issue to throw the ball. And he mixes that up. All this is an advantage, basically, for his offense, because he gives you that other option. And Parker Say on this year, he started 4 games last year. Still can't get an update He didn't have a whole lot of games, so he's really come along as the season progressed. He's gotten better and better. He's got some weapons this year, like with receivers.
And other seniors spotlighted tonight.
And then another guy that's a transfer in is sophomore, Christian Magnificent. He's really got a lot of talent. He's played last year because of the injury situation. They did lose their starting quarterbacks 3 weeks ago in the US.
So, Tom, you know, the winner of this game will be on the, if St. Charles can hold on to that lead, the winner of this game will be on the road next week. You know, if Notre Dame can hold on to this lead, they'll be on the road to face a really good St. Charles team in the semifinals.
Yeah, St. Charles was the team that knocked them out last year in the semifinals. They came in Raleigh, so we beat Notre Dame in the semifinals to knock them out. They are and you know, they're a solid program. They're kind of along the lines of Notre Dame's and Past Evangel,
Or for whoever makes it.
Catholic
Let me
College.
backtrack.
Oh, yeah, so there would be a week
Year in and
Yeah.
year out, you know,
Because the
the coaching,
semis
one of the
or
ways Coach Cook
non-selected
was
is the
able to
week
keep
of the
his staff
17th, 18th.
over the years. Yeah, he's lost a guy here and a guy there, but you know, his defensive coordinator,
How about now?
Jimmy Mack, has been with him.
Can't tell you.
I'll have my actually for probably 16, 17 years.
Is it
His
a rattle
offensive
in
line coach, Todd Gray, has been with him the whole time he's been here. You know, Mack's probably even been here almost 20 years. Yeah. So he's kept his main coaches together.
If our engineers listening, I'm throwing this on the side of the building. We're done.
You know, look, Coach Cook, you saw that touchdown pass to the tight end. They
Except
haven't
for
used
Carl's
that
mic.
very much this year.
No, not
But when
that.
he's
No,
small,
Carl, we won't throw
he's
your mic,
really
promise.
fooled the defenses. You know, it's kind of, you know, his tight end is really
It's
doing a
not
lot
ours
of
to throw
blocking.
away.
He's-
The rest of it is.
Yes.
That play right there is a delay where he
Carl's
blocks,
mic, by the way,
and he lets the
was
guy
steady
slide
down
off of
Dollar
him,
General
and then he
back.
runs a short
Yes.
out to the side.
Well, he's
like their
And
chips and
the
salsa.
covering linebacker.
Well, he said I needed a lithium battery. I'm like, okay, I'll get
It's been a
one.
very successful play. Last
get
year,
those
his tight end had a lot of
Well,
big
when I went to
plays
DG
for
to
him.
get,
Tight end was a little
like,
smaller and a little more nimble than Joe
an
Brown. Joe Brown's a
Energizer
big
or a
kid.
jersey.
He is a big kid. Yeah.
And so he's out there catching balls.
We've got
and
those transistor radios.
running
we
over
gotta
people. But, you know, U-Haul's is an addition that's
put batteries
been like, you know, he and Say on when they go.
Or my digital
They almost
derby.
hit that one long pass down the middle. He hit one last week,
So the Pioneers, 29-0 here.
45 yards in the air.
As we look at the
Right
bracket,
on
we
the
talked
down
about
there in the field.
winner of this one against the winner of Donovan St. Charles. Right now, St. Charles is up 14-0
It's been really
heading
interesting
into the half.
this year because he has thrown the ball a little bit more and really trying to work on it in case he needed it down the road. You did a good job
Donovan is already overachieved. It's hard to
controlling
look
that
at
run game.
the seeding.
Notre Dame does a really good job, Tom, of mixing things up. They're very balanced on offense. They run the play-action pass game as well as I've seen anyone run it in high school, and that's, it makes them so much more effective in the pass game.
Yeah, he's got that little play with Don Saying on this really run pass option. Because usually when he's faking the ball in the middle,
Halftime,
he's got the
Episcopal on top
option
of
to
Lafayette
give it to the
shooting
lead back,
10-7.
take it himself, or throw it to another player and
That's gonna be a
swing it
battle
out to the sideline. So it's like a version of the wishbone, I guess, with three options, but it's really a run pass option. And Parker's done a tremendous job of just going with the flow and running that play, which was surprising, I think, to a lot of people. He has scrambled out of the pocket in the past and had some big games.
Because we can get you to
Big games, and run over some people.
Okay.
He started actually running.
Carl's the man on the scene.
I think it was kind of it was a surprise to me. I didn't realize that they were
I
going
just
to do
want to make
that.
sure before I say
Coach Cook's son,
we thank
he was
Carl
telling me the
Parker
other
for
day, his son
listening in.
Jeff,
Appreciate it.
who was a quarterback
Yes.
2 years back, said he and his younger son Stu were at the, of course, his older son Louis, who Jr. is an assistant coach on the staff. But the two younger sons were at the LCA game earlier this year. And said Jeff turned to Stu and said,
Correct.
well, Dad, let's take this game.
We're gonna blow next year's battery budget.
Good.
He protects that quarterback until late in the season.
I had an opportunity to visit with Lou Cook at the Sunkist Shootout last year in the hospitality room, and I'm going to just tell you this, that cat's way too smart for me.
Oh, yeah. He's the resident Notre Dame bracket genius. Power ratings. He can tell you in week 7 or 8 where they're going to be. He's got it all figured out.
That cat's smart, I tell you that. So, Tom, thank you for visiting with us for a few minutes here, and I'll be seeing you tomorrow. I'll be sitting right next to you. That's right. That's right. So, Tom Brown, old buddy, do a lot of work with UL athletics and basketball and football and also softball. He's a big UL fan, big UL supporter, and been working UL athletic events for many, many years. Coach Eric, we trail here at halftime by the score of 29-0, and I just want to talk a little bit about, how far this program has come in the last 10 years, and it's really been fun to watch the growth of the program in the last 10 years. Although we do trail 29-0 here at halftime, but when you look at a program like Notre Dame, that's kind of where you strive to be when you get started, and the Blue Gators are well on their way to being in that position.
Yeah, it absolutely is, and that's exactly right, Bob. That's what we strive to be. We strive to be a Notre Dame in this classification and in our district. And we have made strides. A couple of firsts this year. One was beating Catholic High at Catholic High, winning another district championship. But you just can't come on the road and with a coach like Coach Cook, and the staff that he has, you just can't make mistakes. And early on, we made a couple of mistakes that put us in the hole. So we're about to see what the Blue Gators are made of. I don't think they're going to roll over and quit. I think they're going to battle until the final horn. But we got a big hole to dig ourselves out of, and Coach Matt and Coach the rest of those coaches down there are going to prepare them for the second half, maybe make a few adjustments, and I look for the Blue Gators to play well here in this second half.
Very uncharacteristic of the Blue Gators this season. They haven't turned the football over, haven't made many mistakes, especially in the special teams area. And we saw 2 early mistakes in the game. They kind of turned the game around and put Notre Dame in position to, kind of take a commanding lead in the first half. But like you said, we'll see what the Blue Gators are made of here in the second half. And I don't expect anything more less than the Blue Gators to come out and fight in the second half and try to put up a good fight.
Yeah, we talked about special teams all year. It's been one of our strengths. Other than that first game with North Vermillion, where they had a couple of those kick returns. The adjustments were made by the coaching staff. And we've had a great year in special teams. Barrett Hebert has been as solid as anybody. Deep snapping tonight, a couple high balls to Badger Hargett early on. Then he settled down, had a couple of good snaps. You know, Peyton Woodring has been solid all year. He pulls his field goal attempt. When it was 7-0, could have got us on the board. So, yeah, a couple of mistakes early on. Now we got a big hole to dig ourselves out of. Let's see if the Blue Gators can fight and make a game out of this.
We got a couple of minutes left to go before we get started in the second half. Coach, just talk a little bit about the upcoming basketball season and some of the hurdles you guys are going to have to jump over to get the season in with the COVID issues. And I know y'all have done a tremendous job over at Ascension. So far this year during the fall sports, and now that the winter sports are starting, you know, a lot of those sports are moving indoors, and I know y'all got soccer and men and girls and boys basketball and some of those sports coming up.
Yep.
And just talk a little bit about what the Blue Gator fans can look forward to in the basketball season.
Yeah, basketball, boys basketball, 1 and 2 right now. We've played a couple of games. I have about 15 kids that I'm working with that don't play football, and then I have between 10 and 12 coming out from the football field. Hopefully not tonight. Hopefully we can come back and win this and keep our football season alive. But looking forward to a good season for the Blue Gators. We won 17 games last year and got a lot of our guys back. We had a really good freshman class last year that have turned into sophomores, and then we've got some great seniors coming out from the football team, along with a couple that are playing with me right now. But Matt Remonday, Jude Ardoin are going to come out. Austin Mills, Cade Dardar, Cole Colligan, Cole Edmond. All of those guys will come out, along with a few others, Thomas Bond, a couple of the younger guys, to come out and play basketball. So I can't wait to get them. Hopefully it's not tomorrow, but if we do happen to lose tomorrow, some of them said they want to come play tomorrow at Highland, so we'll see. Hopefully we can come back and win this one. Alyssa Crater having a great year so far with the girls basketball team. She's doing just an outstanding job with those girls. They've gotten a lot better. Very strong senior class. Anna A.K. Charbonnet, Camille Blanchard, Annie Mouton in that senior class, along with a couple of others. They've had 3 or 4 wins early in the season, and they'll play some JV games tomorrow and then come with us on Wednesday to Sacred Heart of Ville Platte. So soccer team also, both boys and girls, should have a great year this season.
All right, Coach, tonight's broadcast of Ascension Episcopal Blue Gator football on Talk Radio 960, talkradio960.com. Brought to you by Abshire Chiropractic Sports Center, the Cotton Port Bank, Dr. S. Troy Miller with Quest Pediatric Dentistry, Rock and Bowl, Renegade Manufacturing, Sunrise Coffee, Linex Acadiana, Ascension Episcopal Booster Club, Linear Controls, CNG Boats, Mike Remonday, Attorney at Law, Jack's Market in Delhi, SEMO Law Offices, Tracy and Wendy Young with Drip IV Therapies, Delta World Tire, Techno Technologies, Neighbors Pharmacy, Mouton's Crawfish Connection, and Monica Myers State Farm Insurance. Getting ready for the second half kickoff as the Blue Gators are going to have to kick it away to Notre Dame as Notre Dame won the coin toss, deferred to the second half. So they'll get the football to start things here as they lead 29-0. And we're going to be able to see what kind of adjustments the Blue Gators have been able to make here at halftime and see if the Blue Gators come up with a couple of stops and put some points on the board here in the second half. I want to welcome you once again into the Sunrise Coffee broadcast booth. Sunrise Coffee with 2 locations, one in Santa Rosa Beach, Florida, and the other right there in Youngsville at 120 Waterview Road. Open daily from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. as Woodrick tees it up. Little pooch kick once again, this time going to be taken at the 21-yard line by Ethan Menard, who's going to bring it up across the 35 to about the 36-yard line.
Logan Overton brings him down, so a nice pooch kick. Don't kick it to those deep guys. Kick it to one of the up blockers and let him try to make a return. So Blue Gators Defense will head back out on the field. Did a nice job on that last goal line stand, keeping them out of the end zone. And let's see if the defense can step up here and get a stop on the first possession.
Sayon under center, turns. Hands off. Nice hold there for Thibodeau. Thibodeau across midfield. He's at the 40, the 30.
Oh, what a
He
block.
jumps over it. Oh, and he's going to score.
Flag.
We do have a flag on the play at about the 13-yard line. Boy, that hole opened up really nice.
Sure did, man.
I don't want to say that I could have run through that hole.
Let's not get carried away, Bobby.
Maybe 20 years ago.
Let's not get carried away.
I could have crunched through that hole.
It was a big hole. And then a flag way back here, laying at the 12-yard line.
Yeah.
Not sure what that could be. Maybe a block in the back or
Block in the back, I think.
Cole Edmond came over and had an angle on him, but a nice block by the wide receiver that time. I think that was 10 who freed him.
Then he hurdled a would-be tackler at about the 10-yard line.
That was Edmond after the block. He laid Edmond out, and he jumped over Cole Edmond.
Well, anyway, that's what's going to come back is they're going to mark off 15 yards against, actually they'll mark off 10 yards against Notre Dame from the 12, and it's a block in the back, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Pios at the Bluegate 22-yard line.
PA guy said 50.
37-yard run by Thibodeau. Thibodeau gets the ball once again, breaks it to the outside. He's going to be knocked out of bounds by Hayden Cormier at the 15 for a gain of 7.
Maxie Baudouin. Maxie Baudouin, another basketball player who will come to us after the season, heads on the field, and Kane Bro heads to the sideline.
Cormier, well over 100 yards rushing here on those last 2 carries. This time hands off to the fullback, Josh Lejeune. Lejeune going to lose 2 yards back to the 17.
Alex Doge gets off of his block, makes a nice play in the backfield.
11-10 to go, third quarter. Pioneers
Looks like we've got these windows cleared up.
Looking good.
Third down from the 17. 3rd and 5. Sayon under center. Turns, gives to Thibodeau. Thibodeau going to get back to the 15. Going to pick up 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Big play here for the Bluegate defense.
Matt Remonday.
As Sayon going to come off the field. Looks like Thibodeau going to be in at quarterback. No, Sayon coming back on the field. Just came to the sideline to get the play.
still 7-0. Mountaineers on top of the Cajuns. Second.
Clock running, 10:13 to go, 3rd quarter. Hand off to Thibodeau, this time to the right side, and think he's going to come up a little bit short. Nice job by the Bluegate defense, kind of stringing that play out, forcing him to the sideline, allowing the outside linebacker on the other side to come up and make a play.
There's a big play by the defense. There's a big stop. Just don't give up any points. Now the offense will get a chance to get this game a little closer.
7-0 second quarter.
So the Blue Gators are going to have the football.
In the third quarter.
And it looks like about the 12 or 13-yard line. They're going to call it the 13. Be 1st and 10 for the Blue Gators from their own 13-yard line. 10:05 to go, 3rd quarter on the Techno Technology scoreboard. Cole Simo takes the snap, looks to his right, and now he's going to keep and run to his left. No room there. As the Notre Dame defense closes in, Nick Gautreau makes a nice play. for a loss of about 1 yard, back to the 12. Second and 11. Oh, that Notre Dame defense has got a lot of quickness out there.
So trips to the near side, one to the far side.
Simo along with Cahey in the backfield.
Calls for the ball.
Simon takes to the snap, rolls to his right, throws to his right. Pass is complete. And I think it's going to be Austin Mills on the reception for a very short gain on the play. Gain of 1.
Austin, another basketball player, will get
Crawfish nest
as soon as football season is over. Under 9 minutes to play here in the third.
St. Charles. Trips far side, one near side. Simon in the shotgun with the back. Third and long here for the Blue Gators at their own 14.
Simon looks to the sideline, gets the play from
5 on the play clock.
Coach Desimo.
Got to get this one off. You're going to have to call
Kind of cooled off out there, down to about 45 degrees, Coach. It's going to be a little chilly tomorrow morning. Are you going to be playing a little golf tomorrow? No, you got basketball. You got basketball. We got a timeout called. We want to thank the Cotton Port Bank, a unit community bank in the Lafayette area. Proud to support the Ascension Episcopal Blue Gators. And they salute all of the seniors, much like the values that the Ascension Episcopal School teaches. The Cotton Port Bank is built on the core values of honesty, integrity, hard work, and loyalty to the cause. For over 120 years, TCB has been doing business the old-fashioned way, the right way. We thank our beloved school for teaching these same values. Go Blue Gators. I want to thank Monica Myers, State Farm Insurance in Youngsville, located at 121 School Street, right behind a post office. Our Red Zone sponsor, give them a call at 337-856-8150. Also, big thanks to our pregame show sponsor, Mouton's Crawfish Connection, my good friend Corey Mouton. Call him at 652-0236 for all your crawfish needs. Simo rolls to his left. Pass to the far sideline. And it looks like it's going to be complete to Willie Kerstetter. Pick up of about 8 on the play. It'll be 4th and 1 for the Blue Gators.
You got 20 minutes left in the game. You're down 29.
Kerstetter with his second catch of the night. The Blue Gators are going to go for it here in their own territory, trying to keep their football. Simon fakes, throws, complete. Hayden Cormier going to have a Renegade Manufacturing first down all the way up to the 41-yard line. A gain of 12 on the play and a Renegade Manufacturing first down. Nice play there as Simon rolls out to his right to kind of slow that pressure down and was able to make a nice throw to Cormier.
Remonde came from the right side. I think Cormier came from the backside that time. Got open and a nice throw and catch right there. Senior to junior.
Simon throws to the right, over a little bit too tall for Kerstetter. Kerstetter getting a lot of targets tonight. A kid that has really battled some injuries through his career at Ascension.
It'd be nice.
Had a really good year his freshman year, and
University Lab on top of Vanderbilt Catholic, 36-0.
like I said, had a couple of injuries along the way.
Yeah, hurt his ankle last year and was kind of ineffective his junior year, but coming back healthy this year, getting some targets tonight in big situation.
Simon steps up in the pocket, going to go deep down the right sideline, and he's going to connect. Oh, Kerstetter had the ball in his hands, and when he hit the ground, it came loose.
Great effort, great throw, and a great effort by Willie, and he's still
all the way down at the 16, man.
Wow, what a throw.
That was a nice throw, yeah, no doubt.
Drops it in the breadbasket. Willie dives, gets both hands on it, and you're right, as he hit the ground, lost control of it, incomplete.
Yeah, 10-7.
So 2nd and 10.
Still knotted at 7 between Catholic and Newman.
Football is at the Blue Gate of 41 with 7:42 to go in the third quarter here. Blue Gators trail 29-0. Once again, the winner takes on the winner of the St. Charles Dunham game. Little swing pass out to the left side, complete to Blanchard. Blanchard's going to get to the 44 for a gain of 3.
7:25 to go.
Fourth down and 8. And it looks like the Blue Gators are going to punt it away here.
Yeah, you're at the point where you gotta get some dope. They're gonna bring up
As Hargett is going to come on and try to pin Pioneers looking at a possible fake here as they don't have anybody deep. And it's a short snap.
and Simon will get it, but it
Seymour
Pioneers were waiting on this.
on the fake punt. Seymour going to gain about 3 or 4 yards and come up well short of the first down. So Notre Dame going to take over inside Blue Gator territory at the 46-yard line. 6:51 to go, third quarter. Sayon remains at quarterback for the Pioneers. He's gone pretty much the whole way except a couple of snaps when the Pioneers ran a Wildcat. Sayon fakes, and now we're going to have a false start against the Pioneers. That's going to back them up. That'll back them up into their own territory at the 49-yard line.
You know, we talk about matchups all the time. And I don't know why, but when Capital plays Newman, they've had their number for years in playoff. I mean, it's not like it's every year. But
First and 15.
they've been able to beat them. And this, though, is probably the best Newman team in recent memory.
Trips near side, one far side. First and 15 for the Pioneers.
Pass complete to the left side. A little bubble screen to Blake Smith. And Smith's going to take it inside Blue Gator territory all the way down to the 35-yard line. That's going to be a first down for the Pioneers. I want to thank all the nice people here at Notre Dame High School. Seen a lot of old friends. My buddy Ed Perkins, who's doing the broadcast for Notre Dame, here in the press box with us, along with Tom Brown and my old buddy from years ago, slow pitch softball, Jimbo Pettijohn.
Two receivers to the near side. Handoff's going to go to Simon this time.
Jimbo and I had a couple of cold beverages together. Two, Jimbo said 2. Down at Battle Field in Abbeville. Seymour on the carry picks up about 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 3 and 7.
Matt Remende on the tackle.
Cajuns went for 2, did not get it, 7-6. High snap. There's been some long snap problems tonight for the Cajuns.
Sayon on the center.
Two receivers near side, one to the far side. Menard
Fakes the handoff, going to keep to the right side.
Sayon's
Going to pick up
his way past the 30, down
about another 3 or 4 yards there before
3rd and 3.
he was taken down by Matt Remende.
When the snap was high.
Andre DiMaggio also in there on that tackle.
Third and 3. The football is at the Blue Gator 28-yard line.
8:30.
5 minutes to go, third quarter.
Well, if that holds true, it's going to snow at the end of the game. Split receivers backs at a 9, 3rd and 4 here for the Pioneers.
Handoff, this time to,
20 going to turn the corner, 15 cuts back.
that's Lucas Seymour, who's going to take it down inside the 10, down to about the 7-yard line. Nice gain by Seymour. A 21-yard gain and a first down.
Actually,
Tom Brown said we need to bring our calculators with us next time.
on the kick attempt,
I thought I was doing pretty good, to be honest with you, Tom. My unofficial stats and the official stats that were handed to me at halftime were fairly close.
ESPN app, and they said a 2-point conversion.
Seymour, right side. Seymour going to carry it into the end zone for a Payo touchdown.
Lucas Simon to carry.
Nice job by the right side of that Notre Dame offensive line. Opened up a nice hole, and Simon went in untouched from the 7-yard line to make the score 35-0.
I think after that pass,
Simon's now going
it was
to
all
kick.
it was.
And now Simon going to come on and attempt the extra point.
Simon to tack on the extra point.
Missed the whole grade.
Thank you, KP. I appreciate you. I do this in my share.
Simon's kick is up and is good.
Kick is good. Give Simon 7 points on that drive.
And with 4:15 to go in the third quarter on the Technology scoreboard, the Notre Dame Pioneers 36 and the Ascension Episcopal Bluegators 0. Thanks to my good friend Dr. Jason Apsher and everyone over at Apsher Chiropractic Sports Center for their help with the Ascension Episcopal Bluegators football broadcast. Specializing in sports injuries, their number one goal at Apsher Chiropractic Sports Center is to get patients back to the activities and lifestyles they love as quickly as possible. Their treatments are evidence-based, patient-focused, and aimed at resolving your condition and giving you knowledge to maintain your health and prevent reoccurrences. Dr. Apsher is a certified chiropractic sports physician. He treats all athletes and has specialized in baseball and softball athletes at all levels. Not an athlete, not a problem. Their style of treatment is intended to get all patients back to health as quickly as possible, regardless of what type of lifestyle you lead. Give them a call and get an appointment today at 261-0111.
Simon's got it teed up.
Simon tees it up, going to kick off once again to the Bluegators.
10-yard line waiting on the kick, short kick. Come up to it about
Kick is taken at about the 10 by Edmond on the far sideline. Edmond still on his feet as he gets up to about the 30 before he's stopped by a host of Pioneer tacklers. Coach, you going to run that heater on the way home in your vehicle?
If it's cold in the vehicle, yes, I will. If it's not, no, I will not.
I think you know what I'm saying.
Yes, Bob, I'm going to run it for you. Full
two
blast.
receivers near side, one to the far side. Shotgun. Simon's going to
Oh, he ran into the
A
official.
little hot rod over the middle is going to be incomplete. As like you said, the receiver.
Bad luck, yeah. Mills ran into the receiver.
Charles on top of Dunn.
2nd and 10 from the 30 on the incompletion.
Sounds like we're going to be on the road.
Still fourth quarter between Catholic and
Also want to thank Delta World Tire. 2 locations in Lafayette, one on College Salim Road, one on Gilbo Road, and a location in New Iberia on Center Street. Hand off to Cahey. Cahey going to pick up a couple to the 32. And that's going to make it 3rd and 8 for the Bluegators.
so now it sets up
Luke Huffpower
8, maybe 7.
on the stop for the Pios.
Third down and 7.
All at their own 32-yard line. Trips near side. One
Bluegators
far
trail 36-0, trying to get some points on the board here. Late in the third quarter,
side. Pioneers.
Offside.
offsides is going to be the call as one of the Pioneer defensive linemen jumped into the neutral zone there. So that'll make it 3rd and 3 for the Bluegators. With the football at about the 37-yard line. Third quarter score, Division III, LCA 14, Episcopal 10. It's been a very competitive game in Baton Rouge.
They serve that at Bezos. Could they bring some of those over? Back to pass.
Simon straight back to pass. Now he's going to go to his left. He's going to keep the football, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds. A late hit maybe as a flag comes in. And if that's the case, the Bluegators are going to get a first down on the personal foul. I want to thank Tracy and Wendy Young with Drip IV Therapies, our Fashion Report sponsors, who've been with us throughout the season. Man, it looks like they're going to be a call. Looks like they pointed toward the Bluegators. Maybe a late block in the back, or no?
Personal foul.
Personal foul against Notre Dame.
That's correct. I think that's what I said earlier.
Appalachian State 7, Raging Cajun 6.
That's in the third quarter. John Curtis, you know what? John Curtis always seems to rise.
Cajuns playing in some very difficult conditions tonight, from what I understand.
Correct.
So 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far.
1st and 10, football inside Notre Dame territory at the 48. Simon throws to the right side. Bubble screen complete to Kerstetter. And Kerstetter's going to be taken down from behind by Alex Stevens after a gain of 2 to the 46. It'll be 2nd and 8. The box had the 4th down, but it's actually 2nd. Hand off to Kehi. He is hitting the backfield, bounces off, and he's going to be dropped for a loss of about 3 yards all the way back to the 49. Lance Castile on the play defensively.
Loss of 3, 3rd and 11 now.
3rd and 11 for the Blue Gators.
Minutes and 4 seconds to go in the third quarter. One receiver to the far side, 2 to the near side. Shotgun with a back.
Simon
Low snap comes up with
drops straight back. Now he steps up in the pocket. He's got a receiver down the field. That's Jude Hardwan.
will he overshoot it?
And it's going to fall incomplete. Boy, that was close to pass interference. Did they have a flag?
Yep. At the 20.
The defensive back never turned and looked for the football. And St. Charles 24, Dunham 0. So if that score stands, the winner of this one will be traveling to St. Charles next Friday night for a semifinal matchup. And as Tom Brown mentioned at halftime, St. Charles was the team that eliminated Notre Dame from the playoffs last year in the semifinals.
5-yard line of the Pioneers.
Fourth quarter, Eunice 28, Bell Chase 0.
Good to see Eunice moving on. They'll move to the quarters next week. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Simon in the shotgun, looking back, rushes on behind him.
Simon rolls to the right, throws down, pass complete.
And it is complete.
At the 2-yard line, Austin Mills, touchdown.
Good coverage of Austin Mills was the nice play.
That's a 35-yard touchdown pass from Cole Simon to Austin Mills. Cole has done a really good job of getting away from that Notre Dame pressure here in the second half and made some really nice throws.
Sage Ryan hurt on the scoring play for LCA. Looks like a hamstring. Had to be carried off the field. You can see that.
Now Woodring on for the extra point. Hader will snap it, Simon a hole. And Woodring, who's been pretty consistent on extra points this year, knocks that one through.
35 to go. 36
With 1:35 left to play here in the third quarter. 37-6 Coyotes lead.
Radio Network.
Fry Dirtworks.
Want to thank Simon Law Offices. Results matter. Confidence is knowing that you hired the right attorney. Clay Simon has devoted decades to helping injured victims obtain justice and is a lifetime member of the multi-million-dollar Advocates Forum and is considered one of the best trial lawyers in all of America. Don't fall for gimmicks or out-of-town attorneys. Clay Simon, your official personal injury attorney. Call 232-2000. That was a 5-play drive for the Blue Gators, 70 yards, took 2 minutes and 31 seconds.
That pass interference call was the key play, but a really nice reception here for the touchdown for Ascension.
Woodring's got it teed up.
Woodring, they're going to kick off here. Notre Dame going to get the football. 35-7 now on the technology onside kick. The ball is loose. Blue Gators say they have it,
Pioneers had it and the ball was on the ground again.
and they do.
It is number 12. That is Logan
looked like Garrison Gotro for the Pioneers. The ball kind of bounced up and went off his chest, and the Blue Gators were able to fall on it, and they're going to have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 46-yard line with 1:31 to go in the 3rd quarter. Blue Gators have the football back.
So the Blue Gators will have it 1st and 10 again in Pioneer territory.
And we told you at halftime there would be no quit in this Blue Gator football team, and that's certainly been the case.
Blue Gators come onto the field.
As Cole Simon comes out along with Blaze Blanchard.
Two to the far side. Shotgun with the back.
Shotgun formation. Blanchard going to go into motion. Simon going to keep it on the quarterback draw. There's just nowhere to go.
Unblocked.
Gabe Leonards
Yep.
came up the middle and met Cole Simon at midfield for a loss of about 5 on the plate, and it'll be 2nd and 15. We'll call it a loss of 4. So 2nd and 14 from midfield for the Blue Gators. Simon takes the snap, drops back, throws to the left. He's got an open receiver there, and that's Mills, who's going to run out of bounds inside Pioneer territory at the 33-yard line. So that's a gain of 17 on the play,
Flag in the backfield, holding against the Blue Gators.
and that one's coming back, folks.
Bring that one back.
Holding against the Blue Gators. And that was such a quick play there. I mean, he took the snap, looked to his left, made a nice throw.
St. Charles.
And they're going to back the Blue Gators up to their own 35-yard line.
Lafayette Christian on top 14-10 3rd quarter. Newman finally scored 14-7 in the 4th.
So it is Newman ahead.
Second down and 30.
2nd down and 30 for the Blue Gators.
John Curtis in the 3rd, 20-7 over Scotland.
And they're going to stop the clock here.
In New Orleans.
Reset
Normally
the
Catholic Baton Rouge,
play
down
clock.
28. Brother Martin,
41 seconds to go
21-19.
in the
Brother
3rd
Martin,
quarter.
Jesuit in the Catholic League showdown.
Blue Gators looking to cut
Outside.
into that Pioneer lead more as they trail 36-7. Seymour, pass down the middle of the field.
Man open, and it's going to be
I think it's going to be complete
He
as a
caught it.
flag.
That's Willie.
I think Kerstetter was able to go up and get that.
Looks like it's just pushed the first and then we got a flag on the play.
With anybody.
That's some of the worst defense I've seen.
That's going to be a 42-yard completion
if they call
That
this
is
a
Willie.
without my calculator.
if it is, you're right, it's going to be against the offense.
The only thing it could be would be offense.
42 yards. And if it's pass interference,
It is. Moving the chains.
the Blue Gators are going to refuse the penalty and have the ball at the 22, 1st and 10.
And it is against the Pioneers. It's going to be declined, so 1st and 10.
So you can't go up and play them up. And again, I've seen it multiple times this year. You sound like you say
Cole Seymour having an outstanding game tonight. 15 of 21 for 190 yards. Of course, that's unofficial. As he drops back once again, rolls to his right.
Simon's going to throw
This time he's going to throw it into the end
throw it
zone.
into the end zone.
Kerstetter goes up and was unable to come down with it.
grabbing the defensive back by both shoulders.
Kerstetter very involved tonight in the Blue Gator offense.
Pass interference on that. That's ridiculous.
Kerstetter and Austin Mills both having very good games. Unable to connect with Jude Ardoin.
Kerstetter with 3 catches for 56 yards and Austin Mills with 6 catches for 75.
And I think the coaches on the sideline might be asking the same question that I brought up. Like, I mean, literally grab both
2nd and
shoulders.
10. The football's at the Notre Dame 22.
Now with a man in motion.
Seymour looks to his right, then rolls to his left, and just nowhere to go. He's going to be dropped for a 4-yard loss back at the 26-yard line.
He's had enough.
Looked like Sebastian Roche
So that'll move us to the
in on the play.
minutes to go. Pioneers up 36-7. Timeout on the field. On the Pioneer.
We've tried that play a couple of times tonight where we motion the back out of the backfield one way and try to go the other way with either a run or a pass, but Notre Dame staying home, reading their keys, stopping that play once again.
And that's the end of the third quarter, folks. Here at Notre Dame, here as the Blue Gators trail 36-7 at the end of the third quarter. I want to thank Jack's Market and Deli for helping us out with our sponsors, with our broadcast. 2 locations in Youngsville, one at 3217 East Milton Avenue, and a second location at the roundabout at Highway 339 and Highway 92. Delicious deli items at both locations each and every day, including Coach Eric's favorite, sushi. And at the roundabout location every Sunday, delicious smoked barbecue plate lunches. Certainly want to thank our friends at Jack's Market and Deli for helping us bring you Blue Gator football each and every Friday for the past 8 years. Did we win, Coach? We didn't win.
We did not win, Bob.
Been an entertaining second half, Hans Nelson.
Blue Gators coming back on the field. 3rd and about 13. The football is at the 26-yard line as we get play started here in the fourth quarter.
As we start the third quarter, 3rd and 13 for the Blue
Seymour looks to the right. He's got a receiver.
Gators.
Oh, what a great catch.
No, it's Mills.
Mills comes back and makes a great catch.
He got in.
And
Touchdown.
it's a touchdown. A 26-yard touchdown pass from Cole Seymour to Austin Mills. Cuts the Pioneer lead to 36-13.
This was the gift that kept on giving because there was offensive pass interference again. I guess they're just
And you're right, Austin adjusted to the ball, came back, made the catch, and then just would not be denied. 3 Pios had him wrapped up, trying to bring him down, and Austin Mills dives into the end zone for the second touchdown for the Blue Gators tonight. Woodring with the extra point. Seymour puts it down. It's up, and it's good.
And that puts Austin Mill over 100 yards in receiving today with 7 catches. I want to thank Rock and Bowl, the Lafayette, the old College Inn Steak and Bank Bar. The party headquarters in downtown Lafayette, located at 905 Jefferson Street. From the steaks, seafood, and specialty cocktails of College Inn to the bowling, live music, and biggest TV screens in Lafayette. We are your one-stop spot for fun. Make your plans now and come party at Rock and Roll, Lafayette, and Ye Old College Inn and Steak Bar. Also want to thank Mike Remenday. At Johnson and Remenday, they know the law, they know what it takes to succeed, and they offer the knowledge, experience, and integrity required to provide their clients with solid and proven cost-effective legal services. After all, they stake their reputation on it every single day. Johnson and Remenday, located at 200 West Congress Street, Suite 1100. Give Mike Remenday a call at 337-237-4370. 5 plays, 46 yards for the Blue Gators on that scoring drive. It took 1 minute and 45 seconds. Another onside kick. This time the Pioneers are going to be able to come up with the football as Christian McNeese falls on the ball at the Notre Dame 45-yard line. First and 10. We also want to thank longtime sponsors, C&G Boats and Linear Controls, who've been helping us bring you Blue Gator football for the past 8 years. Been our sponsors since the first game that we broadcasted 8 years ago over at Clark Field.
Clark Field, baby. Before it was turf.
Yeah, 50 seconds to go in the half. Handoff's going to go this time.
Handoff to Thibodeau, who's going to get to midfield. A gain of 5 on the play.
Give him 5, 2nd and 5. 11:38 to go. Crawfish Nest Market scoreboard in the fourth quarter.
2nd and 5. Football's at midfield. Sayo remains at quarterback.
Lafayette 17 up. Looks like the Skippers will be
36-14. The Blue Gators have been able to put up 14 points here in the second half. Sayo under center. I formation. Turns and gives to Thibodeau. Thibodeau cuts it outside around the left side. He's got some nice running room. And he's going to get a first down to the 32-yard line. The Pioneer 32-yard line. That one looks like it might be coming back. Maybe we've had might have had a holding penalty, or
I don't see the flag on the field, but there is one.
so now it's going to be 2nd and 7 after the penalty. Football is at the Notre Dame 47-yard line. 10:59 to go in the ball game. Sayo going to turn and hand to Thibodeau once again. And Thibodeau going to be dropped for a loss of about 1. And it looked like Kane Bro came in on the tackle for the Bluegators. Loss of about 2 on the play, back to the 46. Let's see, it's going to be a block below the knees.
It's going to be
Against the Bluegators?
Yep.
Chop below the waist there. Going to go against the Bluegators.
I think Coach Matt's asking the same thing.
Was that?
I think Coach Matt's asking the same thing. How can it be against the defense?
That's a big deal. I don't know exactly what he saw.
Linex Acadiana postgame report coming up.
Consider that chop block on Ethan Menard. Because that happened
Down, which is what brought down Thibodeau.
halftime, App State 10.
It's going to be halftime. App State leads the Cajuns 10-6. A low-scoring affair over in beautiful Boone, North Carolina.
Simon's going to spin, get by 1, going to just drag himself.
That was Simon, the carry. Going to pick up about 3 yards. Our good friend Stevie P said the most beautiful stop signs he's ever seen in Boone, North Carolina.
Told me it was 26 seconds to go before the half.
2nd and 7. I'm having a real difficult time of seeing here. Thank you, Coach. Sayo under center. Turns and hands to Ethan Menard. Menard going to get down to about the 31-yard line. Nice gain on the play, which is going to bring up a 3rd and 2 for the Pioneers. The clock is running. 9.5 to go here in tonight's ball game.
So that means Episcopal, if it is, and it should be, because it was 14-10. Yeah. I don't know how much time is left.
Sayo under center. 2 running backs behind him in the eye. Handoff to Seymour. Seymour gets across the 30, down to about the 28. Looks like he's going to have enough for a Pioneer first down as they're going to move the sticks. And the Pioneers will have it 1st and 10 at the 28 inside Bluegator territory.
Split receivers again. Banks in and on. Nard's going to be the
Got some place to be, sir?
Sayo hands off once again to Simon. Simon's got some running room to the right side, and he's going to be taken down from behind, down at about the 10-yard line. Ethan Viatar.
Saves a touchdown. Yep, comes from his defensive end position.
Gain of 12 on the play and another first down. Gain of 18, rather.
All right.
First and 10, football's just short of the 10-yard line. Pios can get a first down without scoring here.
Two receivers far side with the backs in the eye.
Tom Brown got jokes.
First and 10 at the 11. Snap. Hand it off to Seymour.
You and Kimbo to the Alabama to get the yard line.
Second, third,
Seymour,
to the 9. Second and
if I could see it would help.
Just because we got our DUI glasses on through the window. We got a one.
Pickup of 1 on the play by Seymour. It'll be 2nd and 9,
Just inside the 10-yard line.
just short of the 9.
When they go from the 30 to the short of the 9. When they go from the 30 to the 10, and you say, pick up a 12.
Landon Smith with the far side of the ball. Seymour's going to dot it.
Once again, hand off to Seymour. Left side's got some running room, and he's going to score from 9 yards out. Lucas Seymour on the sweep to the left side
Flag.
is going to score to make the score 42-14. And they're bringing it back. They got a holding penalty against the Pioneers. Is going to nullify that touchdown.
Gives them a chance to run more clock.
So now instead of a touchdown,
Instead of a touchdown, it'll be 2nd down and about 15 as the football is at the 21-yard line.
so second and 19.
Second down for the Pioneers from the 22-yard line. According to Tom.
Two receivers far side, one to the near side. Shotgun for Sam.
Theo now in the shotgun. He's got one running back to his right side. He's going to roll to the right,
Rolls out.
and he's going to throw complete to Blake Smith for a 22-yard touchdown.
Smith, number 13, touchdown Pioneers. Pioneers extend their lead 42-14.
Smith ran a little down and out and was able to beat the defender to the end zone for the 22-yard touchdown pass. And now with 6:57 to go, the Pioneers 42 and the Blue Gators 14.
That little spurt there that Ascension had, which really kind of got them at least potentially back in the game. This is a kind of a backbreaker for them.
Lucas Seymour's kick up and good.
And it's good.
And that makes the score 43-14.
It's the Pioneers in control.
Rain Building and Loan, your hometown.
I want to thank Quest Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontics, conveniently located near River Ranch at 210 Boyer Drive in Lafayette, accepting new patients of all ages, including adults, for orthodontic treatment. Before and after school appointments available. Visit their website at www.questdds.com. Go to Quest Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontics and be part of their family of smiles. Also, big thanks to the Ascension Episcopal Booster Club, supporting all athletic teams and events at both the junior high and the high school. Longtime sponsors of the Blue Gator broadcast. Thanks to the Ascension Episcopal Booster Club.
9 plays, 55 yards, 4 minutes, 51 seconds off the
That was a 9-play, 55-yard drive for the Pioneers as Seymour kicks it off.
kick. Taken by the receiver at about the 15 to the 20.
Mills takes it at the 15.
Bit of running room 30-35. Tries to turn the play.
Actually, that's Edmond. Edmond takes it at the 15. They're going to bring it up to the 38-yard line before he's taken down, and that's where the Blue Gators will have it 1st and 10. 6:49 to play on the Techno Technology scoreboard. Blue Gators trail 43-14. Blue Gator offense going to come out on the field.
Their own 38-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Blue Gators from their own 38.
Strategic.
Matriculate that ball to the 15.
Thank you, Hank. Trips far side, one near side. Simon with a back in the shotgun. Calls for the ball.
Seymour
Back to pass.
Drops straight back.
Somebody
Now he's
step up.
flushed out of the pocket, going to run. He's got some yardage. He's going to get up to about the
The Pioneer defense.
47, 48 to be close to first down yardage. And it's going
First down.
they're going to call it a first down at the 48. That's a Renegade Manufacturing first down.
Ball at the Bluegator 48-yard line.
First and 10 for the Blue Gators at their own 48-yard line. Clock running, 6:20 to go.
5 on the D line is a beast. So some good athletes.
Simo in the shotgun. Once again, this time rolls to his right, looking for a receiver. And it looks like he's got Willie Kerstetter out there.
Out of bounds.
And they're going to call it incomplete. Kerstetter comes up limping, but comes back to the huddle.
He's been limping all night. He's not coming out.
Not interested in coming out of this football game.
That's a great catch right there. I just think he just couldn't get his foot in. Nice throw by Simo.
So it's 2nd and 10. Seymour has really had a nice game tonight. Fourth quarter, De La Salle 21, Turling 17.
Ball game.
That's a nice ball game there. And De La Salle's the number 1 seed in that division.
Blitz.
Seymour gets the pass away, and it's going to be picked off.
Intercepted. 28.
That's number 28. Max Vaillon makes a heck of a catch on that
Laid
interception.
out, no doubt. Great catch.
Seymour was under a lot of pressure there, trying to get the ball downfield to the receiver, and pass came up a little short, and Max Vaillon came up with a great interception. Now we look like we've got some new jerseys on the field. Nicholas Swacker in at quarterback for the Pios. Swacker turns and hands to Thomas Mesh.
Is that Doge?
Mesh going to get maybe a yard.
Doge. That was Alex Doge.
Thank you.
Fourth quarter still LCA 14, Episcopal 12.
2nd and 9. Swacker, the junior, comes on at quarterback in relief of Sayo. Clock running, 5:20 to go. Swacker once again going to hand to Thomas Mesh. Mesh going to be dropped for a loss of about 3 or 4 yards back to the 38-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and 12. Swacker comes to the sideline, gets the play, returns to the huddle. Notre Dame letting that play clock run down almost all the way down to 0 before they snap the football. Just try to get some time off the clock. Hand off once again to Mesh. No gain on the play, and it'll be 4th and 12, and we're going to see the Notre Dame punt team come on for the first time tonight.
Carson Ronsonet, Hayden Cormier on the tackle there for the Blue Gators.
Cole Edmond, deep for the Blue Gators, sets up at his 30-yard line. I'm trying to get the punter's number.
It's a big fella.
He's a big old boy. Low snap, he's able to come up with it. That's the tight end, Joseph Brown, who had a touchdown catch in the first half. And that kick is going to roll dead at the 29 with 3:43 to go, and that's where the Blue Gators will have it 1st and 10. Coach, you mentioned at halftime that you thought the Blue Gators were certainly going to come out and play hard and fight in the second half, and they've certainly done that. A lot of credit to the Blue Gators.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, the coaching staff was going to try to make some adjustments, do some different things here in the second half. We had a touchdown, an onside kick we were able to recover, and then Simona Mills once again for the touchdown. And you're right, they have battled. Now we got a penalty against Notre Dame.
Delay a game.
What?
De La Salle has taken the lead 21-17
Delay a game penalty
over Terps.
moves the football up to the Blue Gator 45.
So now first and 10 for the Blue Gators after
It'll be 1st and 10.
trips near side. Shotgun for Simon with the back.
Simon sets up in the shotgun.
South Plaquemine, I think, had
Drops back. This time now he's going to roll to his right. He's got some running room. And he's going to run out of bounds at about midfield.
and that'll be a big one for 2nd and 6.
Actually, they're going to mark him out of bounds at the 48 for a gain of 3. 2nd and 7 for the Blue Gators as the clock is stopped with 3:36 to go.
Second and 7. Ball at the 48-yard line. Blue Gators. Minus up
Simo gets the play from the sideline,
Fish Nest and Market Score.
breaks the huddle,
To the near side, one to the far side. Shotgun.
shotgun,
Simon, yeah, with the back. Calls for the
takes
ball.
the snap,
Pass. Surveys the field. Rushes on behind
going to
him.
roll out to his left, and the pass intended from Jude Arduin was just a little bit behind him. Arduin was unable to come up with the catch.
Halftime score, Appalachian State 10, Louisiana Raging Cajuns 9.
Yeah, halftime.
1 point, man. Can't get any closer than that.
App State 10, Raging Cajuns 9. Up in Boone, North Carolina. Got a ball game there. Maybe able to catch the last few minutes of that one. Well, or maybe on the way home we catch some of it on the radio.
Radio for sure.
Laplace is where we're headed. Simon shotgun.
Simon, shotgun once again, takes the snap, steps up in the pocket,
Trying to find somebody.
throws downfield, got an open receiver.
Got a man.
Mills once again going to be complete
Austin.
down to the 33.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Blue Gators.
Gain of 19 on the play.
Complete to Mills, Como on the stop for the Pioneers. First down,
But it will keep the clock rolling with 3:10 to go.
Pioneer 34-yard line.
Cole Simon, unofficially, 17 for 26 for 235 yards tonight. Couple of touchdown passes.
Two receivers to the near side, one to the far side.
It's
Shotgun.
too cold in here now.
Ooh, man.
Offense.
Middle screen, and the receiver is taken down immediately. And that was Blaze Blanchard, if I'm not mistaken, taken down at the 35. Loss of 1 on the play.
The ninth play.
Battery Park.
The Pioneers also
Christian.
Obviously not yet better.
Clock running here, under 2:30 to play, 43-14.
Take over, Coach. Do some
Come back against Riverside.
play-by-play here.
Got it, Bob. Simon will be in the shotgun with Cahey to his left, trips left for the Blue Gators.
In the shotgun.
Blitz again. It's a little inside handoff to Cahey. Got some running room. Maybe 6 or 7.
picks up about 8. Stevens,
Nice hole opened up there to the right by the Blue Gator offensive line.
pick up a 3rd down and 6.
Little delay handoff that time as Pio's probably looking pass right there, and the Blue Gators slip one to Cahey for a nice gain. 3rd down.
Season coming to an end for a lot of these seniors tonight.
Great group of seniors. Simon takes the snap, looks right. It's Willie Kirster and a little miscommunication. I think Simon thought he was going to run a quick hitch to pick up that 1st down, and Willie with a little hitch and go. So incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down for the Blue Gators. Stops the clock. 1:33 to play.
Hear from head
Seamont's gone the whole way here other than a couple of snaps to Blanchard. Hard count, and they get him to jump once again. Seamont does a great job on that hard count, and that'll be 5 yards.
Luke Hoffpower, the outside linebacker,
He's coming.
jumped into the neutral zone there.
Yep. 4th and 1. That'll bring up 4th and 1 here.
A lot more manageable than a 4th and 6. So
Aiden Cormier into the game, and Austin Mills, who's had an outstanding game, and we knew he would. The sophomore wide receiver plays that slot position where so many Blue Gators have had great careers. Willie Kerstetter's brother, Seth Kerstetter,
8 catches.
was one of the most recent to do that. And
8
Austin
catches
had a
for
great game.
120 yards tonight. And a touchdown, if I'm not mistaken.
Cahey will line up behind Seamont. I think that's Remonday also in the backfield.
Run a little
Run
power maybe right here.
to pick up the first down. And it's Cahey, and he's got nowhere to go. And that will be it. The Blue Gators will turn it over on downs. Back to you, Bobby.
Do the best formation.
So we just to face, it appears to be St. Charles next week in the semifinals.
And Bobby, just a shout out to all these seniors tonight that were on this team. Willie Kerstetter, Wyatt Fox, Anthony Roy, Matt Remonday, outstanding career. Carson Ronsonet, Cole Seamore, another guy who's had an outstanding career. Andre DiMaggio, love watching him play outside linebacker. Trey Mare, John Leleu, Jude Ordwin. Let's see a couple more on the right side. Ethan Viatar, John David St. Pay, Nicholas Stevens, Kane Bro, Clayton Osselette, who's probably going to play at the next level as well. What an outstanding group of seniors that have had a great career in a Blue Gator uniform.
And they've certainly been fun to watch the last 4 years, and was able to broadcast all of their games. And I know it's not the end result that the Blue Gators were looking for tonight, but they're going to end a really, really outstanding season. Finish the year 8-1,
Yep.
reaching the quarterfinals.
District championship, going to Catholic High for the first time and winning that game. That's huge for our program. Didn't get to play Laurelville, which I know everybody was looking forward to, but both teams undefeated in district, so co-champions this year for the Blue Gators, and that's huge to put another trophy and hang another banner in the gym.
Swacker kneels, and that's going to probably be the last play of the ball game.
That's it.
As we're going to move right into the Line-X Acadiana postgame show, as the Blue Gators are going to fall tonight in the state quarterfinals, Division III, as they come to Crowley, Gardner Memorial Stadium, and fall 43-14 to the Notre Dame Pioneers. Notre Dame going to advance and take on St. Charles next week. That'll be a game on the road for the Pioneers for the opportunity to advance to play in the state championship game in the Superdome. Welcome into the Line-X Acadiana postgame show. That's right. Line-X is not just for spray-on bed liners. You can spray Line-X on just about anything that needs protection. From your boat, trailer, and motorcycle to work trucks and fire trucks, the Line-X range of tough, durable coatings are guaranteed to protect more than just your truck from the harshest elements. With manufacturing and military applications, Line-X has you covered. Whether you're in the market for a bed liner or need advanced coating protection, they have the answer. Line-X. Contact my good friend Greg Bork at 337-234-3644. Line-X Acadiana, located at 826 Catadon Boulevard in Lafayette. And that's the final tonight. My buddy Jimbo Pettijohn.
Merry Christmas, Sam.
As the final score, 43-14, Blue Gators finished the season 8-1. And Gators at the quarterback position, 17 of 27 for 235 yards and a couple of touchdowns. Of course, those stats are unofficial. Austin Mills had 8 catches for 120 yards and a touchdown. So those were the offensive highlights for the Blue Gators tonight. Going to bring in Coach Eric. Coach, you know, it's I know the Blue Gators are disappointed, not the result they were looking for tonight, but an outstanding season. They finished the season 8-1. And anytime you come to Crowley and face the Notre Dame Pioneers, you're going to face a very worthy opponent, a team that has won 6 state championships and come out runner-up 7 times. So a lot of history here at Notre Dame of Crowley, and Coach Louis Cook always has his teams very well prepared. And hats off to the Blue Gators who came out and played really, really hard in the second half. I thought the Blue Gator coaches did a good job of making some adjustments at halftime. Gave Clay Seymour some more time in the second half. Cole Seymour. Some opportunities to make some nice throws in the second half. We're able to put 14 punts up on the scoreboard.
Yeah, if you're going to come over here and upset this program, you got to play very, very clean. And a couple of mistakes early, fell behind, got into a big hole, fought our way out in the second half, kind of made it a game, had a couple touchdowns, onside kick we were able to recover, but this year and everything they had to go through, kind of week to week, you didn't know if you were going to play football. We had to change opponents here and there and follow all of the protocols, and Coach Matt and his staff did an outstanding job of keeping our kids focused all year long. Every game we were prepared, we were ready to play no matter who we lined up against, and it was an outstanding season. You got to give a lot of credit to these seniors for the 4 years that they put in and the leadership that they showed this year to lead us to a district championship and all the way here to Notre Dame.
And Coach, you talked a little bit about the COVID situation, and I've got to say that you and the faculty, administration, and the kids have done an outstanding job this year of being able to stay healthy and being able to get the games in that they were able to get in. And hats off to all you guys over at Ascension for doing a wonderful job with that situation.
Yeah, we've got Jeff Plunk, our head of school. Everything that has come out, we have followed it as close as we can. We put all the guidelines in place. We try to make sure everybody knows what exactly they have to do to be able to keep these kids out here playing and to keep our kids in school. And our administration has been on top of it, talking to experts, talking to doctors, what's the best way to handle everything. And I give a lot of shout out and a lot of credit to them for stepping up and saying this is what we're going to do. We're going to do the right thing.
And Coach, before we sign off, I certainly, this was our 8th year of broadcasting Ascension Episcopal Blue Gator football, and I want to thank you as the athletic director and also as my broadcast partner. Thank all the people over at Ascension Episcopal for allowing me to come here and be a part of this, and it's been a wonderful experience the last 8 years, and hopefully we can do it again next year. And again, thanks to you and all the the administration and the people that allow me to do this each and every week, each and every year. It's been just a delight to watch these young men to come out and play, and to watch this program go from where it was when we first started doing Blue Gator football broadcasts to where it is now. It's been a wonderful experience.
Yeah, but thank you, Bobby. I know a lot of people listening in that can't make it out to the games, and this year, with restrictions and who can come to the game, we had some live stream, we have the radio, so it's big to be able to bring that to Blue Gator fans that can't make it out to the game. So thank you for doing it as well.
So we're going to thank our sponsors. We want to thank all the dedicated listeners. I know your mom listens every week, and a lot of different people that listen each and every week. The Brookharts that listen over in Belize. And we certainly want to thank all the listeners. It wouldn't be for the listeners, wouldn't be for the sponsors, we would not be able to do these broadcasts. And I want to thank our sponsors one more time before we sign off here from Crowley. I want to thank Monica Meyer State Farm Insurance, Mouton's Crawfish Connection, Neighbors Pharmacy, Techno Technologies, Delta World Tire, Tracy and Wendy Young with Drip IV Therapies, Seymour Law Offices, Jack's Market and Deli, Mike Remonday, attorney at law, C&G Boats, Linear Controls, the Ascension Episcopal Booster Club, Linex Acadiana, Sunrise Coffee, Renegade Manufacturing, Rock and Bowl, Dr. S. Troy Miller with Crest Pediatric Dentistry, the Cotton Port Bank, and Apshire Chiropractic Sports Center. For my broadcast partner, Eric Mouton. For our studio producer, Norman Locke, back at the station. I want to thank Norman for all his help this season, helping us get our broadcast on the air. And For those guys, I'm Bobby Nevo saying good night from Crowley as we end the 2020 high school football season with a 43-14 loss to the Notre Dame Pioneers. Good luck to Notre Dame as they go over to St. Charles next Friday night with an opportunity to